You probably won't believe me. No one ever does. But I have to speak this before it consumes me completely. When I first moved into the Grafton Street apartments, I thought I'd finally caught a break. Quiet neighborhood, dirt cheap rent, old but clean space. Something about it felt perfect. Too perfect. The landlord, a frail old man with a tremor in his hand and a hollow stare, gave me the key with only one warning. Don't look out of the kitchen window after midnight. He said it so seriously I almost laughed. I thought it was some creepy small-town myth or just an old man trying to be dramatic. I nodded, smiled politely, and never thought twice about it. I wish I had. I wish I had never opened that window. It happened the fourth night. I woke up to get water and walked into the kitchen without turning the lights on. As I raised the glass to my lips, I happened to glance out the window that faced the alley. That's when I saw her, a girl. Standing across the alley, in the window of the abandoned apartment opposite mine. Pale, skin like wax, hair soaked and tangled. Her head tilted ever so slightly as she stared directly at me. She didn't blink. She didn't move. She just watched. My whole body stiffened. I told myself it was probably a neighbor or someone playing a trick, but deep down, I knew better. There was something unnatural about her presence, like she wasn't part of this world anymore. Every night after that, she came back. Same time, same place, same dead eyes locked onto mine. At first, I thought I could brush it off. I even tried to convince myself I was dreaming. But then came the dreams. Vivid nightmares of drowning in black water, hands pulling me down, and always that face. Pale, wet, expressionless. I stopped sleeping, closed the blinds, slept on the couch. But no matter where I went, I could feel her watching. One night, I peeked through a tiny slit in the curtain, and she was there, closer than before, almost pressed against the glass, still, waiting. That was the night I heard it. 3 slow, deliberate knocks on my own window. Tap, tap, tap. I remember the sound clearly, not loud but sharp, like a bone tapping on glass. My breath caught in my throat as I turned toward the window, but there was nothing there, just the reflection of my own terrified face. Until I saw it, behind me, in the reflection, her. Not in the alley anymore, not in the other building. She was in my kitchen. I spun around, heart pounding, but the room was empty. Or so it seemed. The air had changed, heavier, thicker, colder, and from that night on, things started moving on their own. Small things at first. A spoon on the floor, a photo frame tilted, then whispers, then shadows. She had entered my home. I asked around. Most people shrugged me off, but Elise, an older tenant with kind eyes and trembling hands, finally spoke. She told me about Layla, a girl who used to live in the opposite building. Her parents died in a house fire when she was 16. She survived, but never recovered. She would stand at her window for hours, unmoving, as though waiting for someone. Neighbors say she slowly slipped into madness, and then, one night, she was gone. No one knows if she ran, fell, or something else took her. But one thing's for sure. After that night, that apartment was never rented again. People reported strange sounds, ghostly figures, things they couldn't explain. I should have left then, but I didn't. Instead, I went looking for her. The opposite building was abandoned, its walls stained by time, its halls filled with the stench of rot and dust. But I couldn't stop myself. Something was drawing me in. Her apartment was on the 4th floor. The door was half open, creaking as I touched it. The inside was empty, no furniture, no color, just a broken chair facing a shattered window. I walked to it, slowly, and noticed something carved into the wooden frame beneath the sill. It was faint, but I could make it out. I still wait. The second I read those words, the air changed. The door slammed shut behind me. The lights flickered, even though there was no power in the building. And from the corner of the room, a whisper, "Come home." I stumbled out, breathless and trembling, back into my own apartment. But I knew something had followed me. That night, she didn't appear in the window. She appeared in the mirror, and not just during the night. In the morning, brushing my teeth, she stood behind me, in my phone screen, in reflections on car windows, always behind me. Her whispering became clearer, more familiar. And then, one night, I saw the photo. A burned, water-damaged photograph tucked under a loose floorboard in my bedroom. It showed a man and a young girl. The man looked exactly like me, and the girl was her. My hands trembled as I held the photo. Something inside me shifted, like a locked door opening. The days blurred together. I stopped working, I stopped eating, I lost track of time. My dreams turned into vivid memories, but memories that didn't feel like mine. I saw a house burning, a young girl screaming, my own voice shouting, "I'll come back for you." The same phrase echoed in my ears every night. I found notes I didn't remember writing. "Don't forget again, she's waiting." And worse, I began waking up at her window. Across the alley, in the abandoned building, with no memory of walking there. It was as if I had lived a life before, a life I abandoned, and now that life wanted me back. I tried leaving the city. I packed my bags and took the train out of town. But even there, at a hotel far away, she found me. The mirrors fogged, the taps turned on, the air froze, and at exactly 12:41 a.m., she would appear, no longer just watching, but whispering directly into my ears, telling me to come back, telling me I owed her something. I began to change. I felt her in my voice, in my thoughts. I began writing in her handwriting, speaking words I didn't understand. The line between me and her blurred. She wasn't haunting me. She was becoming me. Now I know the truth. This wasn't a ghost story. This was a reunion. A promise kept in death that I had broken in life. And now every night, I relive it. Her loss, her pain, her loneliness. And if you're watching this, or listening to my story, take my final advice seriously. Don't look out your window after midnight. If you see her, don't speak. Don't blink. Don't move. Because once she sees you, once she thinks you might be the one she's been waiting for, she will never let you go. And the next story someone tells might be about you.